Bullied. Toya Holness reveals why she had to escape from Sussex Archewell brand "They abused me." Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have lost another key aide after parting company with their global press secretary, the latest of at least 12 of their top staff to leave since 2018. Toya Holness, who has a degree in strategic PR from the University of Southern California, joined the Sussexes in October 2020 and was promoted to oversee their PR on both sides of the Atlantic in March last year. She has previously been described as Meghan's shadow, having often been seen wearing the same style of power suits and Hollywood sunglasses. The former football player had been one of a small band who speak to Harry and Meghan daily, but is understood to have parted ways with the couple, reports. It follows the departure of Chief of Staff and Director of Archewell Catherine St. Laurent in March last year, after little over 12 months in the role. She was said to have wanted out after finding herself having to fulfill a great many functions for the couple, insiders claimed. Harry and Meghan have been dogged by the departure of top aides since their wedding in May 2018, including private secretaries, communications staff, a personal protection officer and the executive director of Harry's sustainable tourism initiative Travalyst. Senior Communications Secretary Katrina McKeever, a point of liaison for Meghan's family during the first months of the couple's relationship, quietly left their press office in September 2018. 2 months later, Meghan's personal assistant Melissa Tubarty is said to have handed in her notice after the Duchess had left her in tears with her demands, it was claimed. In January 2019, a female royal protection officer also quit her job as the top bodyguard for Meghan. The officer, who has not been named for security reasons, had been head of Meghan and Harry's security for less than a year when she left the role. At the time, a Scotland Yard spokesman said, "It's for personal reasons and absolutely nothing to do with the Duke or Duchess, who are hugely disappointed at losing her." In March 2019, it was announced that Meghan's Deputy Private Secretary Amy Pickerill would be leaving her role following the birth of Archie in May. Meghan described the loss as very sad, with sources insisting the split was amicable with Ms. Pickerill moving abroad. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had to make an emotional farewell to their most trusted members of staff before the couple attended their final royal engagement in March 2020. As they prepared for the Commonwealth Day service at Westminster Abbey, the couple spent their last morning as working members of the royal family. Although they arrived at the televised event looking happy and sitting alongside the Queen, Prince Charles, Camilla and the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, just moments before Meghan said a tearful goodbye to staff. Hugging those she had worked closely with throughout her time at the royal family, Meghan simply said, "I can't believe this," as the tears began to flow. Royal journalist turned authors Omid Scobie and Caroline Duran revealed in their biography Finding Freedom, what happened on the couple's last day as official royals. They write, "Harry quietly slipped through the door of the 1844 room to say hello, and the reality, and the emotions, finally set in. Meghan turned around to hug goodbye the last remaining people in the room, including an author of this book. With the stateroom almost empty except for a few familiar faces, the tears the Duchess has been holding back were free to flow. She embraced some of the dedicated team members whose tireless efforts, to promote the couple's work, launch landmark projects, and deal with the near-daily crisis brought on by the tabloids, had come to an abrupt end. I can't believe this," she said, hugging one of the young female aides she had become close with. Though Team Sussex was a much smaller operation than the more sophisticated offices at Clarence House and Kensington Palace, in the short space of a year since setting up, they had become like family. A year since